First and foremost, Happy New Year to everybody. Hope everybody had a great New Year's. You know what I'm saying? Great happy holidays, whatever the case may be. This your boy now, formerly known as Snake Eyes. This is the first week being Bruce Leroy. Alright? So, social media handles is pretty much all the same across all platforms. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. It's at I am Bruce Leroy. Alright, follow me over there. We working on the music right now, so y'all just be patient with that. So 2024, here we go. This is the first video, not only in 2024, the brand new year. It's also the first video being Bruce Leroy, right? I wish I could end this on a, well, I wish I could, you know, be a little bit more happier, but because it's new year, new me, new brand, and all that shit. I wish I could have bowed this video. I ain't doing no fucking bowing. There's just no reason to. This is gonna be not that long of a video. The Eagles don't deserve more than half an hour of my time, so that's pretty much the goal.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
We're gonna get started with this shit. Alright, so for those that don't know, I believe at the moment we are currently 11-5. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, we're 11-5. We just recently lost to the Arizona Cardinals at home at Lincoln Financial Field against, you know, pretty much the worst run defense in the NFL and a team that's trying to tank to get a high draft pick. That's what the fuck we lost to. And to make matters worse, we lost against the defensive coordinator who we all thought, until watching this game, who we all thought was the reason why. I mean, don't get me wrong, he deserved the blame for our miscues last season and us not getting the job done and just leading that defense out there. He did not do a good job. But at the end of the day, I got to give a lot of respect to Jonathan Gannon. From here on out, I'm no longer going to be clowning Jonathan Gannon. Because he whooped our ass. And not only did he whoop our ass, he played with us. He gave us free field position off an onside kick. When this nigga did that shit, I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga doing? So, my first instinct was, like this nigga is literally, he is so under, not only under, like he basically saying like, yo, I'm gonna give y'all free field position and y'all still not gonna score a touchdown. And you wanna know what? You wanna know what happened? He was right. We came out with a fucking field goal. Now, here's the reality situation also. I also have to give Gannon credit on a lot of the other things as well. Gannon did a hell of a job controlling the clock. Hell of a job. I mean, this dude, I think he had like 40 minutes. We had like, I think just short of 20 minutes, which is damn near like what? It's like 1 quarter and 5 minutes. We had about 19, maybe a little bit shy of 20 minutes worth of offensive possessions. And the offense, for the most part, really wasn't a problem until it came time to put the goddamn game away and seal the victory. And it's fucking embarrassing because he literally gave us the game. Now, somebody thought that this was like, okay, well, it's smart because we can't waste time off of the clock. I don't really think it would have mattered anyway, to be straight up and honest with you. And honestly, as a coach, if my defense is playing that, you know, they didn't play great. But I'm going to dare them to go the full length of the field. Because, excuse me, the last 2 or 3 drives or so for the Philadelphia Eagles, they were really not, maybe I say the last 2 drives, they really weren't good, productive drives. If I'm not mistaken, either all of them, both of them ended up in a field goal or we ended up doing a 3-and-out. So they really weren't productive drives the couple drives before. So I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna dare this team to go the full length of the field. Especially with how shitty their play calling is, I'm gonna put my trust in the defense. Alright, so I get some of y'all arguments. I'm talking about some, oh yeah, well, you know what I'm saying? It was smart because we can't waste time off the clock. We have to score, you know what I'm saying? Because we're in range. I get that. But honestly, like, I would have just would have made them go the full length of the field if it was me. But, you know, Gannon thought, matter of fact, he knew that we suck ass. And that's the reason why he kicked the onside. He said, I'll give y'all niggas free field position, y'all still not gonna fucking score. Hey, listen, we proved them right. He controlled time of possession. And like I said, at offense, I don't have a ton of problems with. I got a couple. Because at the end of the day, this is the reality situation. It really don't matter if you call great plays for 3 straight quarters and put up points. If that fourth quarter, when it's time to put this team away, and you call like garbage, all we gonna remember is that fourth quarter that you called like garbage that costed us a win. We're not gonna remember you had 3 great quarters of football. We're not gonna remember that shit. You know what I mean? There's one thing I want to address before fully getting into this game. I'm gonna be all over the place, and as you know, I'm cursing motherfuckers out. I'm holding niggas accountable. Y'all niggas ain't gonna sit up there with all this fucking talent, be mediocre as shit, lose to arguably one of the bottom 3 teams of the fucking league. Jonathan Gannon of all people. And Sirianni talk about, so I want him to feel our presence. Yeah, he did. And it was so fucking bad, this nigga kicked the onside and basically say, y'all niggas still ain't gonna fucking score, even though I give y'all free field position. That's how fucking bad it was. So yeah, he felt our presence alright. He went right fucking through us. I listen, I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna be all over the place. I ain't gonna be disorganized. I mean, I ain't gonna be organized this goddamn video. I'm gonna be all over the fucking place. So before we get into this game, a couple things I want to mention, so we real quick, because I want to talk about the Eagles for the most part, because they ain't gonna hold my fucking time outside of maybe like 30, 35 minutes.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
You know what I'm saying? So here's a reality situation, okay? So, talk about the Cowboys game. So, really competitive game for both teams. Both defenses did a really good job on their part. Dak back to throwing interceptions again, which is fucking hilarious. And then, I think it was on a 2-point try, something like that. The offense, Dan Campbell told the refs to look out for this play, and I think they told them that, hey, we're going to trick to act like one was going to be the eligible receiver, but it's going to be another offensive lineman that's going to be there. So they warned the refs beforehand. The dude checked in, you know, gave the referees the heads up and followed protocol, and they still took it away. Now, granted, Dan Campbell shouldn't have went for 2 after, like, you know, not after getting it called back like twice. Because I think one of it was a penalty, the other was like, because the penalty I think was, I don't know if it was legal formation or ineligible receiver. I think it was the offensive lineman was an ineligible receiver downfield. But he actually was the eligible receiver, and Dan Campbell had warned him beforehand. So, I mean, it is what it is. Detroit won the NFC North anyway, so it doesn't matter, right? So everybody was like, okay, well, that puts us in position to now, you know, because the Cowboys won, and we really don't root for the Cowboys, obviously. Because the Cowboys won, now we get a chance to potentially get a #1 seed if the 49ers lose. Okay? The very worst, a 2nd seed. Well, y'all clearly know that shit didn't happen. So I also want to address this Lamar Jackson shit. First off, congratulations to Lamar Jackson for probably most likely barging his way to the top of the MVP conversations. In my opinion, I think the most valuable player award should either go to Christian McCaffrey or Tyreek Hill, because I'm looking at it. Now, don't get me wrong. Lamar's had a fantastic season, and this is damn sure not his first game where he was up there whooping ass. Like this overall, this has been a great year for him. They got a great young defensive mind who the Ravens defense is back to being the Ravens defense. Physical, fast, tough, and just super aggressive. That for the Ravens defense that I've been knowing, you know, all this time, it's been a little quiet, a little bit under the wraps, but it's finally coming back to that defense that, you know, I grew up watching. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it ain't going to be no Ed Reed or no Ray Lewis, nothing like that. But, you know what I'm saying, like, as close to it as possible in the modern era. You know, you got guys like Roquan Smith, Marlon Humphreys. You got that guy, that young dude, I think his name is Geno Stone. Stone's pretty damn good. Carl Hamilton, who he's really, really good for that football team. He just happened to be injured at the moment. But he's been playing his ass off. And maybe another defensive player too that's not coming to my head right now. But yeah, man, like that Ravens defense is rocking and rolling, man. That young defensive coordinator, man, he's special. I gotta admit, I gotta give him his props. And then finally, Lamar Jackson got a competent offensive coordinator who is not trying to run like it's the fucking running office like it's the 1980s with all this fucking run the ball 17,000 times shit. You know, he finally got him receivers, which he hasn't really had much throughout his entire career. And you finally got an offensive coordinator that knows how to run an offense and allow Lamar Jackson to be able to throw the ball down the field, things of that nature. And I ain't gonna lie, they whooped the Dolphins' ass, and Tua didn't play relatively well either. So in my opinion, looking at the season from an entire perspective of complete dominance from week 1 all the way up until now, which I think week 17 is going to be, is it week 17 or week 18? It might be week 18 coming up because it's 17 games now. So basically, yeah, I mean, I'm happy for them. But yeah, from a perspective of complete dominance, right? From the beginning of the week all the way, the first week all the way up until now, I think Christian McCaffrey and Tyreek Hill have been more consistent over time. You know what I'm saying? But it's not to say Lamar deserves, if he gets MVP, which most likely is going to happen because they really, you know what's funny? And it's not a shot at Lamar, but I'm going to keep it real with you. I think people are really, really happy that Lamar did what he did or is doing what he's doing this season, especially this Miami game, because now it gives them an excuse, well, we don't have to give the MVP award to a position outside of the quarterback. And I don't think that's fair. I think the MVP, whether defensively or offensively speaking, should be the most dominant football player in the league, regardless of what position you play. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of the position you play, if you score points, you are the major contributor to the main reason, either the main reason or the major force behind your team's success, and your numbers look better than pretty much everybody in your class. Cause let's keep it real. Are we really going to say Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback in the league right now? Is he having a great season, MVP level? Sure. Is he the best? Is he definitively the best quarterback in the league right now? I don't know. I ain't gonna say no, but I damn sure I'm not ready to say yes. Just not. Y'all can talk shit about Mahomes all y'all want. Yeah, let's see y'all trash ass quarterbacks play with these fucking garbage ass receivers. Like, how the fuck do you supposed to win a championship with your tight end being your only good receiver? And this team is so fucking mediocre. Some of the mediocrity is rubbing off on Travis Kelce, and he's a bona fide Hall of Famer. And Kittle's the best tight end in football. I would say he's second place. Okay, so this lady was talking about gave her opinion before the Dolphins game about, you know, how he's having a great season. It was after the 49ers game, but he's not very quarterback. The same argument was making a long time ago. Now listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought that y'all called this lady white. I thought she was Hispanic. It's neither here nor there, right? But at the end of the day, it kind of like it really don't make sense what y'all doing, because here's the thing, right? She's entitled to her opinion. She is. She's definitely entitled to her opinion regardless of race. And if she feel like that, hey, Lamar Jackson is not a good enough quarterback for her, then that's her opinion. Is she wrong? Hell yes, she's wrong. Because clearly Lamar Jackson in his first MVP year had made a huge leap as far as being able to play the quarterback position. He's made a huge leap, and he actually showed that he's capable of throwing the fucking football, and his work ethic got him to the spot that he is right now. The only issue is a few issues. One is Lamar really never had a full healthy season. Let's hope it stayed away. I want Lamar to be as healthy as possible, and shit. If Mahomes can't get it done this year, Mago, you know what I'm saying? If he can't get it done this year, I wouldn't be opposed to him representing the AFC in this year's Super Bowl. And that's what I want. That's what I'm looking for, man. Because, listen, if anybody should get it out the AFC who is really long overdue for it, man, it got to be Lamar. Especially with all the doubters and the haters and how he just put his head down to work. And he seemed like a cool-ass dude, man. So, like, him seemed like a cool-ass dude off the field, and him being as electrifying and as amazing as he is and continuously getting better year after year. If anybody should have a chance to get a ring, it definitely should be Lamar Jackson. You know what I'm saying? It could be the fucking Eagles, but you know they doing what they doing. But that's on the NFC side. It's not relevant regardless, right? So like I said, I'll be all over this place. This video, a lot to talk about. All right. So come to Jalen Hurts' performance. Read off his numbers real quick. He was 18 for 23, 167 yards, 3 touchdowns. 8 rushes, 25 yards. He threw an interception, but that shit don't count. That was like you know a Hail Mary for us to get lucky. And when Julio fell down, it was more Cardinal jerseys than Eagles jerseys. But like you know, that interception don't really count to me. It counts, but it don't count. You know what I mean? So overall, I say Hurts played pretty good. Part of me wants to be kind of critical of him because I didn't like everything he was doing. I think sometimes he was looking too much down the field versus just getting the simple, quick touch, the check down. But with those numbers and how he played and the time of possession that was allotted to him, and then the stupid-ass, excessive quarterback draws, dumb-ass quarterback bubble screens that got fucking Devontae Smith hurt. Now, the good thing is this. It's only an ankle sprain. If I'm Sirianni, I'm definitely not playing fucking Devontae Smith this last game against the Giants. I'm letting him rest for the playoffs because the wild card is right here. So I'm letting him rest for the playoffs. Hopefully he'll be back by then. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. But if he not, then like you know, just win this game and make him back in the divisionals, right? But excuse me, he's out the walking boot now. He was in crutches, whatever. AJ Brown was definitely upset, like all of us were, like you know what I'm saying, because can't put him in positions like that, man. Like, don't get me wrong, everybody that's on the field should be blocking, but yo, I don't want to see anything bad happen to Devontae Smith. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, unfortunately, it is what it is. But hopefully he just misses this game. But if he happens to have to, if his health requires that he misses the wild card too, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to happen, but you can't rule out the possibility. You know what I'm saying? And we got enough receivers to get it done anyway. Okay? So that kind of pissed me off. All the excessive the fucking Michael Vick Madden 2004 bullshit plays that we just keep running over and over again. And then Sirianni just saying dumb shit. Oh, why did you call that? We were trying to be aggressive and score a touchdown with fucking bubble screens and quarterback draws. Bubble screens and quarterback draws, you were trying to be aggressive. Then this nigga doubles back in like the interview less than 24 hours later talking about some, oh yeah, we were too conservative. Pick one, motherfucker. You either are too aggressive or you too conservative. You can't be in between. With fucking bubble screens and quarterback draws. Really? So here's the thing. A lot to discuss. DeAndre Swift ran pretty damn good with giving the ball, but we stopped giving him the fucking football. I don't know why we did that. Gainwell, I gotta take it easy. I'm sick of y'all. Don't disrespect Joey Shakes, but and Philly 500, I gotta keep it real with y'all, right? I'm low key annoyed at some of y'all fans. Just a little annoyed. Not a little bit annoyed. I am annoyed. I'm annoyed that y'all keep talking shit about Kenneth Gainwell. Yes, he had a few rough stretch. He had a few stretch of games where his play wasn't ideal. He did a couple dumb shit. One of them responding to fans at halftime. That you can't do that, right? So he's not had the best. He's had a rough stretch of games that, in my honest opinion, is uncharacteristic of him because everything I've seen from Gainwell for the last 3 years, he's a really solid player. He just proved that he's not ready to be a starter in this league, but he's certainly good enough to be a second stringer, right? And I don't know what y'all infatuation is with Rashard Penny. Where the fuck is the room for Rashard Penny, right? And I don't understand why the fuck they activate him knowing damn well he wasn't going to get any snaps. The fuck? He's not going to get any snaps. Yet y'all insist on goddamn the fuck. Y'all insist on keeping him on the roster. This shit don't make sense. And listen, I don't fault them for not running with Rashard Penny because that's what the fuck we got DeAndre Swift for. He just happened to be good at damn near everything. He's like the modern day Le'Veon Bell. He's a great, smart, patient runner. He's way above average as far as being a a receiving back, and he's tough as hell, and he like this. Yo, he's talented, man. But yeah, like the obsession with not giving him the fucking football just pisses me off. It's like he does really good, and you just take him out the fucking ball game. Even the lady was like, "What the hell are you doing?" I'm asking the same question. I ain't saying hell. I'm saying, "What the fuck are you doing?" That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, ain't no laughing about it because I'm kind of pissed. I'm just trying to make light of the situation. Because I can't believe how this team with all this fucking talent. And here's the thing. We got to talk about Howie Roseman, right? This is what y'all not understanding. Howie Roseman. I need to remind y'all real quick about Howie Roseman. Because I always just say, fire Howie Roseman. No. This is what Howie Roseman needs to do. Okay? Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman needs to have a conversation about making some adjustments. Because I think Howie Roseman is still the best GM in football. I just think that there's a couple of things. Number one, not every fan has things about a GM that they don't like. You think that, oh shit, every GM makes great moves? No. Every GM fucks up. You know how, I'm pretty sure the 49er fans were pissed the hell off that John Lynch didn't go grab another quarterback. And probably were cursing them out to the T last year after they lost the NFC Championship. So not every GM is perfect. Every GM has pitfalls. It just so happens that the ones that Howie Roseman has, it's kind of came full circle this season where it's now part of the problem is those pitfalls that he has. His undervaluing of linebackers, which is why he let TJ Edwards walk. I don't understand why the fuck he did it. That pissed me off, right? It pissed me off that he signed fucking Mark Mariota instead of a guy like Mike White, Matt Corral. Go get somebody. Why the fuck would you pick up a quarterback who has a reputation for not playing well? Arthur Smith purposefully, even though he's not really a good coach, he purposefully ran the ball because he did not fucking trust Mariota to go down the length of the field to throw. But you picked him up anyway. Why? Because he fits the scheme. Why the fuck would you do that? That's not a smart move. That's fucking stupid. And I couldn't believe when Eagles fans actually thought this shit was good. I'm like, what the fuck? What are y'all been smoking on? Do y'all honestly understand there's 31 other teams in this goddamn league? So he does some things that, like, I don't like. He should have made a bigger effort to keep Chauncey Gardner-Johnson in the building. I don't think it was a bad thing for him to re-sign Slay and Bradbury. It just turns out well, Slay I'm okay with. I'm okay with Darius Slay. Bradbury done fell the fuck off. I don't want him on the team next year. I'm being honest with you. His time is over with. Just keeping it real with you. I don't like the way Bradbury sucks, and I'm just keeping it real. I think at times y'all unnecessarily give him too much blame when he does make plays, but in the same token, overall he's just been very, very, very fucking mediocre. And this I don't know what the fuck he even did this game, but just the simple fact that he was not, I didn't even hear his fucking number being called at all. It just off of nothing, not a tackle, not a deflection, nothing. And he's supposed to be the best corner on the field, allegedly, right? Even though that's not really the case no more, because fucking Rango, who I still think needs development, and he showed it because he had 2 PI calls because he couldn't cut, like he was grabbing like a motherfucker. One of them wasn't actually his fault, though, because the dude was grabbing his jersey by his collar. So one of them technically wasn't his fault. So I ain't gonna really get on Ringo because I know that I underestimated how good Ringo actually was because of how he came in and kind of like fucked me. Because I'm like, yo, we need to draft Ringo. We need to have, like, this draft cannot be complete without Ringo being on this goddamn football team. How we did end up getting lucky, we ended up drafting Ringo, and he struggled. And I think a lot of his struggles came from the fact that, you know, they're not doing a good job of developing these guys. These corner DB coaches, that's why I wish Denard Wilson, if you want me to keep it real with you, I think it was very selfish of Denard Wilson to walk out and leave. And the funny shit is, it's not like he was going to become a defensive coordinator. If you was going to become a defensive coordinator somewhere else, I understand why you go somewhere else. But if you just going to, the nigga went to the Ravens to pretty much do the same shit he's doing now. Why the fuck would you lead a team knowing that your work is important, what you've been doing? Because Slay talked about how he was really tough on the guys, and that helped them get better. Why the fuck would you leave a team in the midst of a Super Bowl? You know, we had the roster to really get back to this thing, and he just walked up and left because you didn't get the defensive coordinator job? That's just fucking, it don't make sense to me. To me, that's like, and a lot of y'all saying we should have had him as DC. No, it would have been the same result. It wouldn't have been any different. I don't have trust in goddamn Denard Wilson. But as far as him being a DB coach, he should have stayed that way because we still were contenders. Before the season started, we had all the pieces in the world could go back to the Super Bowl and to win the motherfucker. So why would you just go and bail out on the players to do the exact same shit you were doing over here? You went to Baltimore to do the same shit you're doing now. Does that make sense? So I don't like him for that reason, and I kind of lose my respect a little bit for him for being selfish and to like. Listen, if he got a DC job, completely understandable why the fuck he left. But if you're doing the same shit on another team you're doing here, and the player said they actually like you, then like I can't really respect you, man. I just can't. You know what I'm saying? So here's the thing, right? We're gonna move forward here, but yeah, Rango just needs more development. But I like what I see. He just scared the shit out of me. I thought the nigga was gonna be trying. I'm like, oh hell, this thing can't move. His hips can't cover shit. Like damn, this nigga ass. I'm like, I don't know why these players keep having no talk about he gonna be a future pro. I'm like, what the fuck you talking like this nigga like there's nothing about him. Then come time to start, he's he out there handling business, making great tackles, making plays on the ball. Like he got the game winning interception. Like yo, he the real deal. He can play. There's a reason why I wanted him in this draft, right? So going back to Howie Roseman, right? Howie Roseman made a lot of dumb mistakes, right? A.J. Brown should have been the Eagle from the get-go instead of J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. I get that. Motherfucking Justin Jefferson should be an Eagle, but most likely Devontae Smith wouldn't have probably been here if that was the case. Justin Jefferson should have been an Eagle instead of fucking Jalen Reagor. We get that, right? Re-signing fucking Derek Barnett, extending him. I don't understand why the fuck he did that. That made no sense whatsoever. Could have got Ngakoue, who was who would have been a way more productive player than fucking Brandon Graham. I mean, we had a jewel sitting in free agency and we didn't pick him up. I don't know why the fuck we didn't do that. We could have got him for cheap too. So I don't understand why you did that. Why you went and did that. So he's done some shit that like I don't necessarily like, but and also here's the thing, right? I tried my best to give him the benefit of the doubt. When it comes to the analytics shit, his seemingly excessive control. Now, I got word, I can't confirm this, that when they fired Chip Kelly, they had to bring in the Marines because he refused to leave. So that probably put a bad taste in their mouth. So I didn't know this because I've been a fan since Chip Kelly's last year, but I was 16 years old. I was not thinking, the way I get into depth on the Eagles now, that ain't the way I was. That wasn't what I was doing at 16 years old. I've been a fan since Sam Bradford, DeMarco Murray was on the team, and that shit was painful to watch. So I've been through the whole Carson Wentz era. I've been through all that shit, right? So, and I've been the fact where like you thought DeMarco Murray was going to change anything, that he got misused, and then after he went to Tennessee, his career just died off like quick as hell. He wasn't even the best running back on his team. I think it was like Deion Lewis. Okay, yeah. So continue my conversation about Howie Roseman, right? So he's made mistakes, but one thing I noticed about Howie Roseman is that every single year he continues to get better and to improve. Some things I don't like about what y'all say. I talk shit about Jordan Davis, when actually he's had a way better year. Technically speaking, let's keep it all the way 1,000. He's had a way better year than last year. I think he's a Pro Bowl worthy, at least a Pro Bowl reserve at the very least. Very productive. Got sacks this season. Excuse me, whatever I said, always thought a pass rusher. Got sacks this season. Came in camp in shape. Has a great attitude, great locker room guy. Seemed like a cool dude overall. Very aggressive, hard worker, knows what it takes to win football games. That's what you got. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I wanted Trent McDuffie, and I was pissed off when we did not acquire Trent McDuffie. But the reality situation is we needed a defensive, little to what I knew, a defensive tackle was more of a priority. And then somebody said that, Kyle Hamilton should have been, no. Charleston Gardner-Johnson, yes, he should be resigned. I don't know why Howard giving that bullshit deal. I get it, but I don't like he could have did him better with that, man. At least give him like a 3-year, $27 million extension if that's what you're going to do. You know what I'm saying? Or fuck it, make it like a goddamn 2-year, 2-year, $20 million type shit, right? And y'all discuss how I want to extend that. You know what I'm saying? 2-year, $20 million, 2-year, 18, something along those lines, right? But at least $9 million up is what I would have offered. I wouldn't offer no fucking $8 million. Then like not even really that, really 3.5, and then what, like 14.5, 17.5 million was gonna be in the third year. That's a bullshit deal, okay? So Howie's made his mistakes. I think the analyst, because the reality situation is Sean, his name is not Sean. I'm trying to think. Seth Joyner should have been got a defensive coordinator call. He loves the Eagles. He's right in our backyard. He understands how to play the game. He was a very damn good player himself. If I remember correctly, he also played for us. He knows what the hell he's talking about. And that's just that's a layup. And the reason why they haven't called him is because sometimes I feel like that this team is afraid to look themselves in the mirror. And they're afraid they're afraid of the truth. They're afraid of their own light. And sometimes your own light, you have to expose some ugly shit about yourself in order for the light to come through. That, hey, maybe you ain't working as hard as you think you are. Maybe you're not as aggressive as you think you are. Maybe your mind's not in the right. Maybe you ain't working. I probably repeated that twice. I don't really care. You're not really working as hard as you think you are. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, for Seth Joyner, that's a fucking layup. But if you're too concerned about, he's too aggressive, he's like all this other bullshit that's just driven by just nothing but just ego, holding back your football team, you part of the problem. You're not going to get a better GM than Howie Roseman. No GM is going to bring in A.J. Brown for pennies, or A.J. Brown caliber player for pennies. No GM has been aggressive as Howie Roseman within these last 2 seasons. And that's a fact. He got DeAndre Swift for nothing. Y'all forgot? Y'all forgot he drafted. Y'all said some dumb shit. Talk about we should have drafted Micah Parsons instead of Devontae Smith. Now, don't get me wrong. Both of them, I think, are on a pure Hall of Fame trajectory. If, God willing, both of them stay healthy. Both of them are generational, transcending fucking talents in their own respects. But to say Devontae Smith should have been drafted, are you fucking stupid? You have to be stupid. And some of y'all talk shit about Nolan Smith. He had an up and down game. He's been trying. I see it. He's actually been trying to he's been making some plays here and there. I still think he needs to be coached. But listen, he needs to be developed. Just like Ringo, you need a defensive coordinator who knows how to fucking coach players. And that's what he needs development. It ain't bad. I see the talent. I see the energy. I know he works hard like a motherfucker. He just needs to be coached correctly. All right? So stop talking shit about players and then like this fucking Brian Baldinger, this little fucking smoke. Like that nigga sound like he about to go do like a smoker's, like he got a fucking tube in his throat and shit. Like he about to do this that. I wanna be your man. Goofy ass motherfucker. Nigga sound like he got a big ass vacuum cleaner like inside of his throat. You little bitch ass nigga. Like, watch this ass. The play starts to develop here. So you see here the tight is out of it. Shut the fuck up. That nigga had the nerve to talk shit about Jordan Davis. Newsflash, nigga. Jordan Davis literally was running step for step with Josh Allen. I'll tell you right now, that ain't no easy fucking task, especially for somebody that's about 300 pounds. And he came into camp in shape. So whatever happened over the course of the season, yes, he's been a little bit unproductive. He did make one play in the Arizona game. But, yo, I'm riding with Jordan Davis. I don't give a fuck. Like, listen, I know I acknowledge I wanted Trent McDuffie. But I also acknowledge that, yo, I was wrong because this dude can actually play. This team just needs a fucking coach like Seth Joyner. Somebody that's like are going to be tough on these fucking players and demand aggressive. Like the mentality is just not there. We're going to talk about defense later. I don't want to jump the gun. Talk about Howard Rose. Let's go back to him. Long story short, I don't want to spend all day. Nobody is going to do what Howie Roseman has done these last couple years. And also keep this in mind. This is what I want you to remind me of. We won a Super Bowl with Howie Roseman being the GM. Okay? That's the truth. Howie Roseman was the GM when Michael Vick and them was around. LaShawn McCoy got his carries. Okay? When Deuce Staley was on our staff, LaShawn McCoy I wasn't a fan, but like I said, I was a fan later, but Deuce Staley was running the backs like he was supposed to. LaShawn McCoy got his carry. That wasn't an issue, okay? We didn't have an issue running the ball. We also did not play this secondary bullshit in the year of the Super Bowl when Jim Schwartz was our defensive coordinator. We didn't do this shit. We did not. Okay? We did not do that. That's the truth. We were pressing damn near every fucking play. We were blitzing every fucking play. Damn near. So, for y'all to blame Howie Roseman when he was on the Eagles when we were doing the exact fucking opposite of what we're doing now, it's just crazy. Does he deserve part of the blame for the success for, like, obviously not valuing linebackers, missing out on TJ Edwards, missing out on Charles Gardner-Johnson, giving that bullshit deal, getting Mariota instead of fucking Mike White, you know, doing dumb shit like that, extending fucking, what that nigga name is, Derek Barnett instead of go get in Ngakoue? Yes. Yes, he deserves blame for that. Justin Jefferson over... Rieger over Jefferson, yes. Fucking Ortega-Whiteside over goddamn what that nigga name is. AJ Brown, yes. But everything that's going on is a coaching issue 100%. Also, we ain't talk about the recent AJ Brown interview. I know everybody getting hyped up. Everybody saying, "Oh my God, you know this gonna turn around a season." Let me tell you something right now. Here's the truth, right? So bitch ass Marcus Hayes, who I fucking can't stand, this is the same nigga that was talking shit about Hurts, calling him insecure because he was working on you know, things that he needed to work on. You know what I'm saying? Normal shit. What time it is? I can't even fucking see that. Alright, bet we good. So, at the end of the day, motherfucking, what else I want to say? Yeah. So, he talked shit about Hurts for just his work ethic. Just fucking stupid. I thought that when you needed help, when you needed development or something, I thought you were supposed to be working hard. That's what I thought. Apparently not according to fucking Marcus Hayes. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? So that pissed me off. Then he had the nerve to talk about some, there's a problem in Philadelphia. His name is number 11. Because he don't want to talk to y'all bitch ass niggas. And I don't blame him. Let's look at it like this. Why the fuck would let's just say if I had a problem with the coaches, and I you know what I'm saying, why the fuck would I say that out loud while they're still here, coaching me, while I'm on the roster? Does that make sense? That's going to create a division with the team. And if I'm pissed off, you think, and I'm as expressive, because everybody has different personalities, and it's fine. We need somebody who is unafraid to speak their mind. And that's A.J. Brown. So if I'm actually an expressive individual, and I know for a fact when I open my mouth, I don't hold back, I'm going to go step away. Because I might say some shit or do some shit I might regret later on. So why the fuck would I put myself in that position, embarrass myself, and embarrass the team? No. I'm just going to step the fuck away from y'all. I don't want to have no conversation. We suck ass. We trash this fucking... He was like, yeah, I don't want to bring all negativity. Duh. But the media is so fucking pussy. Like, I don't want to talk. Like you sound like a fucking psycho ass ex nigga that can't get over the fact, yo, the relationship's over, nigga. I don't want to be with your ass. You give me the world. Mr. used to kiss me on my cheek. I used to give hickeys on my neck. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. So this fat ass fucking Michelin man, the worst way forward head ass nigga, fucking bitch ass Marcus Hayes, and then when it's time to meet, when AJ Brown said, yo, I'll speak, you know what this pussy ass nigga did? He went and hid. And then he said, man, thank you, little fat little fucking bitch. That nigga probably was feeling good because he was probably eating a 10-piece out of a KFC bucket, you fat hoe. So this nigga all of a sudden gonna sit up here and talk about some, oh yeah, man, thank you. So this fan was like, yeah, well, he doesn't have to drop what he's doing because AJ Brown. Nigga, if you can go out of your way to write a fucking article, a hit piece about you talking shit about somebody, you don't want to come see them face to face, you're a pussy. You're a pussy. Period. I don't fucking like that bitch ass nigga. This little fucking fat, nobody gonna lay a finger on my butterfinger head ass nigga. I don't like his punk ass. Fucking, I swear to God, hands like the bottom of a punch, old bitch ass nigga. You a fat, Cheeto licking motherfucker. Goofy ass nigga. That nigga probably jack off the fucking chest of the Cheetah commercial, you bitch ass nigga. Fuck you, nigga. I don't like, and the reason why I'm saying fuck you because you're supposed to be representing us. If you're a reporter in Philadelphia, you're supposed to be on our side. And none of y'all niggas is on our side. Y'all talking shit about players who don't deserve to be talked shit about. If it wasn't for him, we'd probably be having a losing record right now. We would be 11-5. We probably would have at least 3 or 4 more losses without AJ Brown. AJ Brown is literally neck and neck with Tyreek Hill to be the best receiver in the fucking league. Not just in the NFC, in the fucking league. And everything about AJ Brown, man, like AJ Brown just seemed like he a good dude. I saw him celebrate over there with Britton Covey. They was laughing, joking around because Covey was up there whooping ass in the last game. But yeah, it's like he damned if he do, damned if he don't, right? So he damned if he talks to the media, but he's too expressive. You know, he opens his mouth too much. You know, Sirianni needs to put a leash on him like he's a fucking animal. Like, some of y'all niggas be low-key racist and be just playing this shit off and try to, really, gift wrap this shit and trying to act like it's about the game, it's about football, but really it's about y'all getting off y'all inner prejudices that y'all have about black people. Because there's nothing about A.J. Brown that I look at and I see, oh, he's a problem. He's a locker room cancer. He seemed like a dude that's just he's an expressive dude that has no, I would say he has no filter, but he has no problem saying this shit is off. And we need people like that. I don't look at him as how I look at Draymond Green is going too far. I don't look at what AJ Brown's. I look at him as he's being himself. And at the end of the day, and also, I also think that what he's doing by not talking to me, I think he's being a professional. If I have nothing nice to say, if I'm going to say something that's out of bounds and going to make you look even further and push y'all narrative forward, I'm going to go against y'all narrative and be professional. So if he's dead if he do it, dead if he doesn't. If he talks, oh my God, you was right, he's a cancer, trade him. The other side is, motherfucking, he doesn't want to talk to the media. He's not a leader. All that other bullshit y'all talking about, y'all niggas getting y'all fucking feelings. It's funny how these little old-ass fucking Guy Fieri looking fucks, these old-ass little Colonel Sanders looking bitch-ass niggas will say, if you want to be a smart fan, just act like, bitch, there's fans that's smarter than the fucking media. Y'all niggas make hit pieces and 90% of the time you niggas don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. And the fact you have fucking fat-ass Marcus Hayes on your platform tells me that y'all talking about y'all fucking selves. Y'all niggas must have got bullied when y'all was little kids back in 1960s when y'all was up there dancing and Chuck Taylor's talking about some Johnny Be Good. Cause y'all motherfuckers, y'all don't calling the fan base stupid. Y'all stupid for having this fat motherfucker unless that motherfucker going to your house to go, that Michelin man built ass bitch gonna change the tire, ain't no reason to have him on the fucking platform. That nigga better be talking about a new tire brand, maybe he got some 4x4s for a truck. That fat motherfucker cannot speak on the Eagles. He do not represent the fucking city of Philadelphia. He's a bitch. And I'll say that I don't give a fuck. He a hoe. Now, moving on to the A.J. Brown interview. I respect the hell out of A.J. Brown. I think him coming to the defense of his teammates. I think the courage it took for him to face the media, even though he probably really didn't want to. First off, Marcus Hayes is a pussy and he was scared of A.J. Brown, and that's the reason why he didn't come on there. I just want to get that out the way. But going back to A.J. Brown real quick, all right? A.J. Brown, I appreciate everything you said. I really do. And I appreciate the insight you gave on the play where you said that you and Jalen Hurts, the offense had to improvise on that play. And that's why Sirianni said something about, I drew up a play for pass interference. I appreciate that. Everything you say, your optimism, your leadership, the maturity, you was also a grown man time. I appreciate you, brother. Don't think the media is representative of the fans. The media, they're fucking bunch of old-ass farts. We care about our players, especially when you do really well for us, bro. We care about our players, all right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we care about our players. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever think that, he don't care. No, we care about our players. Okay? So here's the reaction. Hey, this video gonna be over half an hour. I don't give a fuck. Here's the thing, though, okay? I appreciate you saying all that. Here's the problem. All y'all make speeches. Jalen Hurts makes speeches. These are good for Instagram stories. But I consistently see the same shit every week. Not running the ball with Swift. No single back plays in the scheme whatsoever to go maximize. No wildcat. No creativity in the offense. Lazy fucking play calling. I don't want to devise up a passing play that's going to get us a first down or think of some routes that are smart to escape the defense that they're in. I just want to run a quarterback draw on a bubble screen because I don't want to use my fucking brain. That's what I see week after week. No disrespect to you, AJ. And listen, I do appreciate what you did in that press conference. But here's the reality of the situation, okay? The speeches gotta stop. I don't want to hear the fucking speeches. And the reality is, you saying that didn't fix the problem. If in fact it showed what the fucking problem is. Yes, players sometimes come to the coach and say, hey, listen, why don't we try stuff this way instead of that way? That's cool. Some players come up with their own shit like the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's a problem, though. When you have to improvise because your quarterback is struggling, because Jalen Hurts played like shit that Seattle game, your offense is struggling, and you got to improvise and come up with shit instead of the fucking coaches doing their job and their due diligence and coming up with plays. That's a fucking problem. The player's job is not to come up with plays to move the offense forward. The player's job is to perform the plays that are executed. Do I agree that in some respects that the players can't be at fault for some lack of execution and, not playing as well as they should? Yeah, I could think that. But that's not really the main issue. This football team is not the players are not really the issue. The players, I say, maybe account for, here's the thing. 80% of the problems that are occurring is coaching. It's how y'all are coached. It's how y'all are set up to play. Okay? That's the problem. It's not really y'all. It's the mentality that is in this organization. Y'all have the problem is everybody's under a delusion of grandeur. Everybody wants the idea of Super Bowl victory, revenge for losing in the Super Bowl, Jalen Hurts with the confetti on the phone screen. So that's all nice and dandy for a nice story. But to win takes reality checks. It takes you thinking to yourself, you know what? This shit's not working. We need to actually change, not talk about we're going to change, because that's all y'all motherfuckers doing is talk. No respect to, I'm not talking about the players, really. I'm going to get on the coaches. Y'all talking about y'all got to change. I don't see change. So all this interview did is make me quadruple the respect I already have and also reinforce what I already knew about A.J. Brown from the very beginning, that he is a leader. He's a man. He's mature. That's a guy that every motherfucker should have on a football team. If you don't, you're missing something. You won't win Super Bowls without guys like that in the locker room. That's it. It just reinforced what I already knew. But it doesn't solve the problem. Everybody says, if y'all don't believe in the Eagles now, he's not saying anything that's different. Outside of the fact that, it was something the offense improvised and not Sirianni drawing the play for the pass. It doesn't make a fucking difference. That's what I want you to understand. It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't mean that, we're going to run the ball more with DeAndre Swift. That's a change. We're going to create paths. We're going to be more creative with the offense. That's the change. Here's the problem with that. The majority of the changes, the mentality, the schemes, this is shit that's addressed in the offseason. Not in week fucking 16. Not in week 17. Not in week 18. That's the fucking issue. It's not about, oh, well, you know, somebody not playing well. No, it's what y'all, it's the whole preparation. How the fuck is it the player's fault that you call a quarterback draw on 3rd and medium because you're too fucking lazy to devise a pass play? How the fuck is it their fault that you're running a bubble screen? How? It's not the fucking player's fault. This is coaching. So I don't want to hear this bullshit. Oh, if you don't believe in the Eagles now, you're not a real fan. Well, consider me not a real fucking fan because I don't believe it. Until changes is actually shown on game day, I don't fucking believe it. And I appreciate what A.J. Brown did, but it still does not address the fucking real problem. And the real problem is that you coaches are not putting your players in a position to win fucking football games. You're talking like you're going to make changes and you don't. You're fucking liars. Every fucking week. And that is the issue. It's not about, maybe some plays Hurts didn't throw the ball correctly, or maybe you fumbled and dropped some passes a couple games. No, that's not the overall fucking problem. It's the coaching. It's the schematics. It's the mentality that they're putting forward. I don't really want to win. I want to look like winners. No. That's not what the fuck this fan base signed. I didn't sign up for this fucking team to look good. I want them to be fucking, we should be Super Bowl contenders on top of it. It's the best fucking team in the NFL. We have the greatest offense ever constructed and we're struggling. We're still filming. Hold on. Yeah, we're struggling. That's on the fucking coaches. It's not on y'all. Y'all make y'all mistakes from time to time. We get that. That's okay, fine. Okay, it wasn't Sirianni that drew up the pass play. What? It doesn't solve the issue. It's the play calling, the coaching is still a fucking problem. And that problem will not be solved, really, until there's a coaching change. And that's the truth. Like it, love it, I don't give a fuck. I appreciate him sticking up for Sirianni. I like how he's sticking up for Brian Johnson. I never questioned Sirianni as far as bringing guys together. But what are you bringing guys together to do? What are you bringing them to do? To fall off a fucking cliff? To go walk in a burning fucking building with no protection, no mask to not inhale the carbon monoxide? Are you sending them in the middle of a fucking shootout without proper gear, without a vest, without a shield? What are you sending these players to go fucking do? I can assemble anybody. We go assemble somebody to go do some shit that's illegal. I ain't gonna say because I don't want to get like flagged on YouTube. I ain't gonna assemble some shit to do some bad shit. What are you assembling these guys to do? What are you bringing them together to do? It's not about bringing guys together. Any motherfucker could have a group of people who say, hey, listen, let's form this collective. What are you going to do? That's the question. And that question has not been answered. In fact, it's shown me nothing. Okay? I want to end off on this because I want to spend all the fucking day. And not consume my time. Thank you, A.J. Brown, but no thank you because this didn't do shit for me. I still look at the team exactly the same fucking way. Mediocre, delusion of grandeur, wants to look like winners, but don't want to be like winners. And it's not really on the players as much, it's the fucking coaches. And there's nothing that any player, even Jalen Hurts himself, can tell me otherwise. Period. Sirianni needs to be fired. End the discussion. So about this defense real quick. The softest fucking defense I ever seen in my life. Reed Blankenship must have forgot there's 4 quarters of football. Because he was doing good in 3 quarters. He was tackling. I see him active. 4th quarter, he was horrible. Missed the tackles. Coverage was shit. Blankenship. There's 60 minutes of football, not 45. Dog shit. Sidney Brown, I like the aggression. Nice job doing that pick 6. People say it was the communication. Well, Kyler Murray still threw the fucking ball without even knowing where his receiver was. So that's on Kyler Murray. All right. Here's the thing. And we allowed them to score multiple points without Hollywood Brown. Without Hollywood Brown. They had no, nigga, their roster was worse than the fucking Chiefs. They had no Pro Bowlers, not one pro, not even a best of the rest kind of player on their fucking team outside of a tight end. And we still lost. James Conner is slow as fuck. And we made the nigga look like Christian Ayoke. Josh Sweat, I fuck with you. I think you're underrated. I think you're one of the best defensive players in this fucking league. But these last couple weeks, you ain't been playing good. Get your shit together, because I don't want to call you trash. I fuck with you. Fletcher Cox, where you at? Carter, where you at? Davis, it's too quiet. Where you at? Brandon Graham, best player. Him and Milton Williams had a big third quarter. Him and Milton Williams were the best players on that defense. Period. I have no complaints about them, because I was about to get on Brandon Graham, and Brandon Graham, like, what the fuck are you doing? Okay, good leadership, mentoring, all right, cool. We don't need you to be a Udonis Haslem. We need you to make some fucking plays. So, Brandon Graham, no problem with you. Morrow, you fucking trash. You can't cover, nigga. If it was your kid and you was tucking him in at night, you still couldn't cover him. You can't cover shit. You couldn't even cover your fucking mattress, nigga. You can't cover a fucking picnic table. You can't cover shit. You have interceptions in your fucking hand, and you drop them. You don't catch a fucking pick, and you don't even look like you're mad that you drop. They should make your ass do wide receiver drills. You don't catch shit. But you gonna catch this fucking rant, nigga. That's what you gonna catch. Put your hands up, motherfucker. You gonna catch this goddamn rant. Sumarin, what the fuck? Mediocre. Maddox, he came back happy for him, but he played like shit. Played like shit. Fired. Mid. All year, mid. Soft fucking defense. No tackling, no covering, no blitzing. Patricia's fucking trash. I don't know what niggas gonna say. I know what that nigga name, Seth Jordan said. Oh, well, if players don't know what they're doing, they can't play well. Bullshit. Yo, all these players, leaders on the team, nobody says, yo, let's knock a motherfucking head off. We at home. Got a chance for the second seed to get at least one home game. Let's fight for this motherfucker. Not nobody says that. Everybody says on the sideline, sad. Nobody's angry. Nobody's getting the fuck up and saying, yo, y'all niggas want to win this game or not? Ain't nobody, no leaders. Everybody's on the fucking sideline just looking fucking miserable. No fucking leaders said, not one person stepped up. Not one. Everybody sitting on the sideline looking fucking despicable. I want to hear this shit. Got the Giants. We may or may not rest our starters. I don't know what the fuck Sirianni is going to do. Devontae Smith should not be playing. Okay? That's all I got to say. This football team is fucking trash. And the only way that's going to get better is if Howie Roseman and Lurie evaluate what they see in the linebacker position, and they fire Sirianni and bring in Bieniemy. I do not want to see Bill Belichick as an Eagle. It's not going to happen anyway because of the ego, but Bill Belichick's going to be great for defense. We need Hurst to continue to develop, go through progressions, learn how to get the ball out of his hands quick. Belichick's not going to help with that. We need explosive plays. Bieniemy, in my opinion, highly unlikely, that's the answer. Now, no fucking mentor from Michigan who's a first-year coach. No, we need Eric Bieniemy in the building. Eric Bieniemy is a fucking genius, and he's tough on players. But they got a nice little pretty masquerade going on. And nigga, I don't want to dance. I want to shoot that motherfucker up. No, I'm playing. Joking. But bottom line is this. Bullshit. That's all I got to say. Real quickly, though, I was planning, I had to take a break because my dumbass recorded my other video on my phone, and it was just too big, too large of a file to do whatever the case may be. But I might put it out anyway in like a little podcast audio format, just due to the fact that there's important information that, like, leading up to this game that I kind of knew was going to happen. I may or may not put it out. We'll see. I'm going to try to. If not, then we'll just take the L and move on. All right. So I got to say, enjoy the rest of y'all day. Hopefully y'all first week into the new year is great. That's all I got to say. I'm out.